There we go.
He was almost in the kitchen sink.
Right, here we go. I think the story is going to be what happens in the break today when Chris Chulo and Joel meet each other.
Where's our boxing ring? We need that.
Anyway, thank you very much for joining us on this very busy Monday. Joel, you're okay, right?
I'm good.
He's fine.
Good.
That means he's not.
So
usually
let's
he
go-
answers loudly.
So let's go ahead and start this. Let's light this candle for
Let's
this week.
start with the race to the White House.
Is on top, according to the West Coast poll, 44.6 to Hillary Clinton's 43.5.
Well, he has not closed the gap yet. I'm anxious to see, after a week of the polls settling in, he has not closed the gap in the battleground states yet, although he's in a dead heat in Iowa, but that won't be enough. I also think it's interesting that Huffington Post and Governor Rendell both said the same thing. Enough with the foundation. Get rid of the foundation. Either give it to somebody else or disband the thing.
Stop talking about the Clinton Foundation?
Not stop talking about it. Get rid of it.
Stop taking the money.
Transfer it to somebody else. Stop taking the money.
Right.
It's destroying your campaign.
Right. Kellyanne Conway, she brings a woman's touch to this campaign. She's talking about when you talk about deporting the illegal immigrants, she's saying do it in a humane way, do it in a fair way.
Which Trump has said in the past, and she just reflects it.
Right.
All right, so tell us about your Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
I went to Indiana on Thursday, got off the plane, and then my phone was blowing up with people with his camp saying, you're here to interview Pence. We appreciate that, but he's going to Baton Rouge, so the interview is going to be postponed. So we stayed in Indiana. We interviewed him on Saturday. Yeah, it actually was great because we got to talk to him about his experience in Baton Rouge. So it ended up working out beautifully for everyone.
So where were you, in the house?
In the governor's mansion. Although I learned it's not a mansion, it's called the residence. They call it the residence. So let's take a look at some of what we got with him.
Thank you, Ainsley.
All right, coming up on this Monday, Donald Trump's campaign calls this past week the best ever.
His kids, yeah. We did reach out to Tim Kaine. We wanted to do the same thing with him, make it fair and balanced, and they declined our interview. So hopefully they'll change
after
their
they
mind.
watch that, they'd probably say,
Maybe
hey,
they'll
that
change
looked
their
good.
mind. Yeah.
All right. It is about 20 minutes now before the top of the hour, and Heather starts us down in Virginia.
That's right. A lot of people talking about this story today. Yeah, I would expect it would cost more than $2 million to build that.
When they first opened it, they gave people hammers and had them try to knock a hole in it.
Really?
I'll pass on that.
Couldn't do that, and they drove a car full of people across it, too.
Oh, goodness.
So it's sturdy.
Yeah.
Be a
but
nervous wreck.
scary.
When you get to the end, you're like, thank goodness. I did it once. That's enough.
That's enough.
All right, Heather, thank you very much. Coming up on this Monday, violent protesters kicking and spitting on Trump supporters in Minneapolis.
October. Beautiful.
You know why? If you don't live
U.S.
here.
Open weather.
Pardon me?
Oh, yeah, U.S. Open weather, but also because everyone comes back to the city. A lot of people go out to the Hamptons or go away. I love the fall in New York.
Mr. Mayor, let's talk about something else. I mean, you've been probably the MVP for Donald Trump over the last 2.5 weeks, taking on all comers.
And number three, it was a complete joke because she was
Outraged by this? He's trying to Bigfoot you.
I am honored that my appearance here got his attention, and he's going to be on.
So
I'm going to.
All right. Rudy, thank you very much for doing this.
So much. Wish him all the best for us.
The bug spray on and wear long sleeves and long pants. That's hot.
You know, in Miami, I was seeing the Mayor Levine was on, who's a guest on our show a lot. He also was in Sirius Radio Show. He's saying still, despite all that, you could still find a lot of bikinis and a packed beach on South Beach over the weekend. So people aren't overreacting to Zika.
Well, right, but he's interested in tourism.
He is true, but he can recognize a bikini when he sees one. Right?
As
and
we
he
hope
saw
he
a lot
should.
of them.
Can you, if you put, what do? The sunscreen and then you put DEET over that? Does that work?
I guess you say to yourself, tan or Zika? I'm going for the tan. You make choices in
One
life.
or the other.
Right.
Some things are more important than others, I guess.
Donald Trump, who promised to call in, and certainly he has. Donald Trump, welcome back to Fox and Friends.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning to you. Let's talk about the Clinton Foundation.
We did reach out to Tim Kaine. We hope that you'll take us up on the interview.
Yep.
They've passed, but we hope they'll change their mind.
Fair